hope you're hungry because today we're making Osso Buco. Osso Buco is a traditional Italian dish made by braising veal shanks. Look at these beauties. When you make this dish, you want to ask for your veal shanks cut specifically for Osso Buco. That means they're going to take the whole shank and cut it crosswise so it exposes this cross section and the good stuff right here, the bone marrow. We're prepped and ready to go. We start this dish by getting a good sear on our veal shanks. To do that, like always, we want to make sure they're nice and dry, and then I'm going to dust it with a little bit of flour so that it browns nicely in the skillet. Using a little sieve like this, we'll get a light coating. Now let's get cooking. We're going to start with the best flavor ever by melting some butter, and then we'll just get them browned on both sides. Beautiful color, nice crust. You know we're starting this dish with a ton of flavor. Osso Buco. Sounds fancy, but surprisingly easy. Once they're nice and brown with a beautiful crust, we're gonna set them aside while we saute our aromatics. Of course, we're gonna saute in that juice that we have already created such good flavor on the bottom. And I'm just gonna start by sauteing my onion and garlic. Once your onion is nice and tender, I'm going in with carrot and tomatoes. The tomato is gonna lift off any remaining brown bits on the bottom, and of course, some white wine. This is very classic in Osso Buco, and this flavor can't be left out. Once everything kind of comes together, I'll add in my beef stock and put those shanks right back in. All the work is done. At this point, we're just letting them cook down, become really buttery and tender. So we're gonna reduce the heat to a simmer, cover it, and let it go for about an hour and a half. We're gonna baste it every so often just to make sure the tops don't dry out or anything like that. It's gonna be good. You simply cannot have Osso Buco without having the gremolata that goes on top at the end. I'll start by smashing and mincing the garlic and then just chopping up the parsley super fine. Make sure your lemons are washed because you're eating the outside. Just give it one final chop together and that's your gremolata. Can't wait. Woo! Look at that. You can taste the tenderness just by looking at it. I can see how that bone marrow has softened. It's gonna be like butter. My favorite thing to serve Osso Buco with is risotto. It's so creamy and it soaks up all that good juice. Definitely a restaurant-worthy menu item that you can make at home for half the price. Amazing. There are no words. The veal has almost like a sweet butteriness to it. That broth, I'm telling you, you will definitely impress some people when you make this for them. I don't have any fancy marrow spoons going in. This part might scare some people, but I'm telling you, this is the delicacy of the whole dish, is the marrow. Get some crusty bread. Whether it's your next Sunday supper or holiday gathering, I hope you're gonna give this veal Osso Buco recipe a try and let me know when you do. I don't like it coming out of this flapperoo. It's like it's talking.
Every time I come, I give you something.